Okay, today we're going to take a ride on my Aerial Rider Rydell bike. This is a 26-inch e-bike. I've probably ridden 2,700 miles on this bike already. It's got a 48-volt battery, 14 amp hour, and it's got a 750-watt hub motor on the back. And I can usually get about 30 to 40 miles on one battery. I also carry an extra battery down here in my bag in case I want to extend my ride. A couple aftermarket things I did put on. I've got my Bluetooth speaker that I purchased. I've got the cell phone holder here. And I put these extra handle grips on here. And my mirror as well. Your hands kind of get a little bit tingly and numb if you do 30 miles on these. Mine do anyway. So I purchased these extra grips here, and it really helps when I'm riding. And of course my coffee holder. I'm an avid coffee drinker, so we're going to get on a ride here. We're probably going to be doing about 30 miles today, and I hope you enjoy the video. And if you like what you're watching on the video, go ahead and hit the like button, smash that subscribe button, and leave any comments you'd have down in the comment section. I really appreciate you riding along with me. Guess I better put my helmet on here. I see so many guys out here not wearing helmets. Doesn't matter the age limit. I just see it like you see it on motorcycles. Just not real good to not wearing a helmet when you're out riding like this. I have fallen and hit my head, and I'm glad I have my helmet on. So you got to be real careful. I just put new hydraulic brakes on this bike this week. After 2,600 miles, I finally wore out my other brakes. I have put a new set of tires on this since I've had it. Again, I wore out especially the rear tire on this bike. But we're fortunate because I only have 4/10 of a mile from my house to get to the bike trails, which will take me another 30 miles. So we're really fortunate in the Dayton area to have this all these either rail trails or bike paths. It's really helpful because you don't have to ride the road very much. I've got to ride this road 4/10 of a mile to the bike trail and 4/10 back to get after they get off the bike trail. So, and there's not a whole lot of traffic on this road, so that makes it pretty good. I'm using a device called an egg rider, which is on my handlebars here. You can see it there. There's my cell phone down there. And what this egg rider does, it helps me increase my speed on this bike. It normally tops out about 20 miles an hour. It's got restrictions on it, so I added this egg rider and it increased my speed up to about 25 to 26 miles an hour. So that was pretty good. I increased 6 miles an hour on the speed. These trails are really safe. I still recommend that you protect yourself when you're out here. Be aware of your surroundings at all times, because in today's world, I mean, it's just not really safe. So I'm always looking around and careful of all my surroundings as I'm riding my bike, rather be in front, behind me, and both sides of me. And you really got to anticipate people that are walking on the trail or riding bikes. If you're going to pass them, you'll always want to stay on your left. Sometimes little kids would be with their parents, and I'll holler on my left, and they'll inevitably dart to the left. So you got to be really careful around little kids. I've had to dodge squirrels quite a bit. They come across this trail and they think they want to go one way and they go the other. I did hit a squirrel a couple years ago. I went back after the ride and he was gone, so I think I just stunned him a little bit. But it's heading into fall now. We're heading toward the end of summer, and the trees are starting to turn just a little bit. It's cooler morning. We're probably only 55 degrees out here right now, 56. It's pretty chilly, but it's a very comfortable ride as well. I pretty much ride all year long. I even ride in the wintertime. These lithium batteries don't like the winter so much, so you're not going to get the distance you will in the warmer months on these charges on these lithium batteries. I've even bought covers to put over them. I've even put heat warmers on them, and it helps a little bit, but not a whole lot. So, but I try to get out as much as I can. I do about 120 miles a week. I got two different e-bikes I ride. I've got this one, the Aerial Rider, and I've also got a Cyrusher Komoda, which is a 20-inch step-through bike, which I show in my previous videos. And that's going to be fun this winter in the snow to get that thing out and see what it does. I'm really looking forward to that. Getting ready to cross first major intersection here. A lot of traffic out this morning. We've got, it's work time, people going to work. But you got to be real careful on these things. Most people are pretty courteous as you're out. As far as cars go, they slow down for you if you're like you're in the middle of the intersection and waiting to cross the other side. A lot of people will just stop and wait for you. But you got to be really careful. This trail that I'm on right now will take me probably 2.5 miles, and then I will hop onto another trail that takes me up to my destination, which is another 13 miles, something like that, a little less than 13 miles. I normally ride along in pedal assist 2 or 3 on this bike. I'm in pedal assist 3 right now. It's a comfortable riding speed with the cadence for me. I'm doing about 15 miles an hour right now. Once I get to my next trail, I will bump it up to pedal assist 4, and then I'll be averaging 20, 21 miles an hour, which is really comfortable for me. And a lot of people think, you know, you're not getting exercise on an e-bike, but you most certainly are. You still got to turn these pedals, and the faster those pedals are turning, the more calories that you're burning. Which I forgot to start my calorie counter here. So I normally can burn 11 to 1200 calories per ride on this e-bike. So yeah, you're burning calories. you're getting a lot of exercise. I mean, you get a lot of balance. If you got balance issues, of course, you always want to see your doctor or physician before you start any kind of regimen like this. But I think this has improved my balance issues, riding this bike now for the last over a year now. Like I said, I put on over 2,700 miles on this bike. I actually bought this on Facebook Marketplace. It was pretty much a brand new bike when I bought it. When I went to look at it, the gentleman wanted to sell it for $750, which I had no problem with that. And because they retail only for $1,000 brand new. So I asked him what was wrong with the bike, and he told me there wasn't anything wrong with it, but he wanted something that would go faster. Well, he didn't obviously know about the egg rider, because it would have got him more speed on the bike. But he rides his bike to work every day, and he's probably got a 15 to 20 mile commute to and from. So he wanted a faster e-bike, so he sold this one to me, and this is my first e-bike I've ever ridden. And I'm hooked on them now. And as I'm riding these trails over the last year, I'm seeing so many more people that are riding these e-bikes. I mean, it's pretty amazing how much popular these things have become. And the price points are coming down on them. There's so many manufacturers out there, and there's so many people riding them, that it's becoming very competitive in this market.